Star jockey Sam Collett has booked a one-way ticket across the ditch to continue her career in the saddle. Before she goes, loveracing.nz thought we'd pay her a quick visit at her stunning property here, just outside of Matamata. Let's go! Alrighty, looking at these, which stand out to you as being particularly special?
Well, there's quite a few here, as you can see. The Jockey of the Year, massive achievement for me, premiership winner. They're sort of like, to me, like a correlation of all my hard graft over not just that season, but the years leading up to that, and just sort of chipping away and then finally getting enough momentum up that I was able to achieve something like that, which then in turn got me the trip over to Japan. Which
How was that?
Just phenomenal, because you can't sort of comprehend how big the racing is over there. So the money that's there, the fans that are there, the quality of rider I got to ride against and just pick the brains of.
Oh, the Levin Classic, obviously.
Yeah, Levin Classic was great, because the owners of Travelling Light had been massive supporters of mine throughout, not just that time I was riding her as such, but Sissy Bowen, Travelling Light's mother, I'd won a few races on her, so it was really cool. They'd bred the mare, turned down massive money for her, so for her to get that Group 1 was really satisfying for me, being part of that whole grand scheme of things, which will hopefully I'll be able to maybe at one stage watch all her progeny race, and hopefully one of them can win a Group 1. I feel like I was part of that,
Absolutely,
yeah. Wellington Cup, and then that's
where are the Auckland Cups?
Those are the dirty ones here. That's that one, that one and that one, so pardon the fact that I haven't cleaned them. It's on my to-do list before I leave. All the dusting, I gotta find someone else to do that. Some people don't like having all their trophies out, but I like it. I think it's pretty cool, and it sort of keeps me, reminds me of how far I've come and what I've achieved, and sort of what I set out to achieve after this period, and hopefully the next chapter of my riding career too.
Totally. You've achieved so much domestically in New Zealand. Are there goals that you've set yourself for your time across the ditch?
Yeah, it's obviously going to be a period of re-establishment, so, and I'm aware of that, but having not long been back, still fresh in people's minds, hopefully a familiar face, hopefully it will just make that transition period a little bit more seamless. So, over there I just want to establish myself as, getting consistent rides, being as consistent as I can. Any black type winners over there would be phenomenal, but I'm also aware that trying to break in somewhere over there, they've got plenty of great established riders there already, is going to be a challenge in its own. So going over with an open mind, just making the most of any opportunity that I'm presented with. Travel is something I'm unfamiliar with. If I've got to get in a plane and travel to Rockhampton or Townsville or something like that, then I'll go.
How cool.
Yeah. So it's just a whole new experience that only, we're fortunate enough here with riding. You can ride a horse here, you can ride, you can just sort of pick up your suitcase and off you go. So that's essentially sort of what I'm doing, and then, if I come back here at some stage, and I'm sure I will, then I've had miles more experience. It's just another feather to my cap, hopefully.
Absolutely. And I'm sure you'll learn a lot from the jockeys there, back here.
There's always something, and nothing ventured, nothing gained. It'll be the camaraderie, meeting new friends, and just establishing new connections with people. If I decide I go back over for a stint for the carnival, depending on what happens, there'll be nothing to lose out of it, essentially, is how I see it. So,
You've obviously ticked off some of the major races on the New Zealand calendar. Is there a race in Australia that you look at and you're like, that would be a dream? We can replay this when you win it?
Yeah, there's so many, but I just think it's so hard to get to be a stakes winner, as a Kiwi rider, unless you're established with a stable that's taken Jamie Richards and stuff, OP, they're phenomenal. So I realised that in order for me to get that success over there, I have to be there. It was going to be too hard to try and be with the right horse to get over to do that. So I think any success in that way will be really satisfying for me. I haven't got anything in particular that will be an achievement in its own. I think just being over there and making the transition for me is enough of a total shift in my lifestyle that it'll be a success. That's how I see it.
Absolutely. It's stunning. You're going to miss it all.
It will be very, very hard to leave, but knowing that it's here to come home to is really what makes it all worthwhile.
Absolutely. We wish you the best of luck.
Thanks.